Hey everyone, Sirloin of Beef here, and we are on a new map here, and we're doing a little bit of a new playlist here. Might be a mini series, might be a huge series, just to see what it turns out. But first things first, this is not replacing the 100% completion challenge. We are still going to follow through with that, but doing one episode for that because we're just kind of at this awkward in between point. It's taken like 4 or 5 hours to do one episode. So on my days off work, because I am still, have to work a full-time job and everything, it's taken up like my whole day just to do like one episode. So uh, that's probably going to be dialed back down a little bit for a couple weeks until we get to a point to where we're the, you know, really really rolling there and getting a lot done and things don't because again when we get bigger tractors, bigger planters, things like that, it doesn't take all day to plant, like the 7 or 8 fields we have and whatnot. Um, so in the meantime, we have this here. This is on No Man's Land, and um, I have kind of redone the area here a little bit, not too crazy. See, we're only starting with $1,500, and this is kind of going to be a bit of a personal kind of playlist for me here, kind of going off of my uh, grandfather's farm, if you want to call it that. He has some property where my him and my grandma live, and he used to be a farmer up in Wisconsin. He was a mint farmer. Hasn't obviously done that for many moons, but he still has a couple tractors and for different little things, and kind of you know does his little thing around around home. So I've tried to replicate that to what we have here, and that's what we're going to start with. All right, so um, he has one of these. Now, this one, obviously, in the game, it works. His is more of a lawn ornament. He has a tractor. It's almost identical to this. I think it's a 410 or a 510, maybe. I don't. But it looks almost identical to this. It's extremely similar. Um, and then, of course, he has a trailer. His this I think it looks like it's made out of metal, but he's got like a wooden trailer about this. I tried to find the closest thing I could in the mod hub to pair it up here with this. Um, but we're gonna be using it. We're gonna play pretend and imagine that his tractor is working, and we get to we get to use that, which is kind of the whole premise of this play series. That my grandfather's real life farm. We're just trying to take over some of the equipment because he's gotten to the age now where he can no longer do anything on the fields or anything like that. So we're just gonna kind of take over the equipment and see what we can make of it. Over here in oh wait, that's right, we can't open that from the outside. We got a Kubota. So he does have a Kubota. Um, I don't know exactly what model it is. I don't believe it's this one. I believe it's a little bit smaller, but this is pretty much the smallest one that we could get in the game. Um, and he does have the front loader attachment on it because he actually uses this to clear snow and do a little bit of digging and leveling and stuff like that. But that's all he has, just the Kubota with the full with the front loader and the shovel essentially. And then last but not least, I got this off of King's Mods, I believe. Uh, Silverado 2500. He's got one of these as well. So we got that put in here as well. So that's what he has, and that's what we're gonna start with. And the whole goal of this, like I said, we're just gonna see what we can do. See if we can start off with just this equipment that he has in real life, and see if we can bring it over here into Farm Simulator and make it into a successful farm or business or what we can do with it. Now, obviously, I left this because he does have a shed um, with every tool known to man pretty much in it. So I figured I would just leave this because this does kind of fit. Um, but he doesn't have a water tower. He doesn't have a silo. He doesn't have that. So I sold it because he doesn't have those. So we're gonna have, if we want to do crops, we're gonna have to get those. If we want to do mowing, we're gonna have to do, get a mower, all that. So he doesn't have any of that stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna, even though we do have the Kubota, we're gonna start off with this here. And we are, oh, and I do have a chainsaw, obviously, because like I said, he has every tool known to man. So obviously he does have a chainsaw. And that's what we're gonna have to start doing. We're gonna have to start with cutting down some of these smaller trees here, and hopefully what we can do is we can get enough money to buy log forks, because I don't believe, obviously he doesn't have log forks, so we need to buy those. All he has is the shovel, so we need to buy log forks to be able to load those, which are going to be $3,000 right here. So that's double what we have. I don't think there's any others. Well, yeah, there's that one, but that's for the case thing. That's not going to work. So we need to cut down some of these smaller trees here. We need to get them loaded up, see if we can get some money so we can get the log forks, and possibly even a logging trailer, just to make it that much easier. Oh, there's one. Oops. Here, we'll go ahead and turn that off. Does this have straps on it? Ooh, this doesn't have straps on it. So we're gonna have to be careful with this. All right. Let's get some more here. Want to kind of leave the stumps a little bit high so we can find them. All right, can I pick this one up? Sure can. Ooh. Probably was fine where I left it originally, and then I messed it up. Let's see here. There we go. So, but yeah, I don't have any plans really for this series. I don't know what we're gonna do or anything like that. Obviously, we're gonna start off here by trying to make some money so we can do more things, but it's all open right now. I think it'd be best here if what I can do is try to line these up when I bring them over like that. There we go. That is a long tree. Hopefully that stays in there. I want to try to keep them as whole as I can, so we can try and get as many as we can. Or as much money for them. Because I know the more, I believe the longer they are, the more you get for them. Apparently that part's glitched out. I think we're gonna have to. I think we're going to cut this one into 2 pieces. No, it's just about as long as the other one. And it's still Still sitting in there. All right, so that's fine. Let's get some of these other ones here. See if this little John Deere can even carry it all. All right. Come on, pick it up. There we go. All right, so that's 4 trees in there, and they are of a pretty good size. So I think this is going to be good for us here. Let's try to get this down there. There's no straps on this trailer, I don't believe here. Let's see. Yep, nope, no straps. So just gonna hope they don't fall off and that they don't hit anything on the way out. Nope. Okay. Well, let's go get up to the shop and see what we can sell these for. $13 whole miles an hour. I don't even know if the one that he's got, even if it was in perfect condition, if it could do 13 miles an hour. But yeah, like I said, this just is to kind of fill in the gaps while we're waiting. While I'm trying to get some of the completion challenge episodes posted, because just the time it takes to make those. I mean, I'm loving it, and if I had all the time in the world to make them, trust and believe, I would be making them nonstop, no problem. But when we only have, or when I only have so much time in the day, especially with my days off, working my job, taking care of my son, things like that, um, I just don't have enough hours in a day to be able to invest 15 hours, 16 hours into Farm Sim to make 3 videos, So it's definitely not a will issue, because I really wish I could. But at the same time, I don't want to just not make anything either. I want there to be something to kind of fill the emptiness there. So this idea came to my head, and I thought it would be it's kind of a really fun thing to pass the time here for a little bit. It might be something that we just visit every now and then in between, bits of the completion challenge. But I will say though that I do have a goal for that completion challenge, and it is to have that done by the 19th, because that's when of September, because that is when the DLC comes out, and it's gonna be, looks like there's gonna be some stuff for grapes and stuff like that in there, and I want to focus on grapes on the next map, so definitely want to get into that. All right, and after that long trip, we are finally up here at the store. And then I believe, yep, there's the little thing. We should be able to sell this all here, no problem. Hopefully we'll get enough money. We can come up here with the Kubota and buy that log fort. Let's see. No, got $800. All right, well, let me get back to the farm because this is quite the drive, and we'll resume getting some more trees. All right, and we are back. So now it is time to get some more trees. So we're gonna start I think we're gonna go ahead and clear this area out here. Try to do something with that. Maybe, I have no idea. I'd like to try to keep what's around the house pretty clear though. Because in that, oh, that's another thing also, that I tried to replicate. So, um, they have a big red house, and my grandparents said theirs actually looks more kind of like a barn, than it does a house. But again, closest thing I could find on ModHub. um, and he has a big shop like that as well. That he used to have a lot more than what he currently has in it, but that's all right. And that's why we're here to rebuild the farm to, of course, where he lives it, never was a farm, but that's why we're here to, see what we can do with it and make it a farm. Now I know I'm not going to be able to pick this up. Wonder how many pieces this is going to take. This thing is huge. Can I do that? All right, so I can do that piece. Okay, there we go. That's a good piece. I don't have super strength on or anything like that. I don't have super strength in real life, so. Okay, that's a good piece. Now these pieces are gonna have to keep getting shorter and shorter because we're getting to the base of the tree there. They're just gonna keep getting heavier. Let's see. Go right there. I definitely think this should get us over the 2,000 or well, we don't even need that much now. We only need like 800 bucks. But this should definitely might gonna bring the Kubota out for this one. I think this is gonna be a little too heavy. See if we can get this by cutting it in half. Nope, too heavy. Now we should be able, there we go. Okay. That one in there. That in there. And last piece. Is it all in there? Pretty decent, I guess. don't want anything falling out the side since we don't have any straps here. All right. That should be all right. All right. Let's leave that there. And actually, it's probably best to take the Kubota anyways, because if we do, we get those log forks, we can actually just put the log forks on there and bring it back with us. Oh, that's right, the button's over here. All right. Oops. Put that right there. All right, this goes literally twice the speed, so still don't want anything to fall out of it though. Alright, let's get this up to the store here. And we're gonna get this sold, and hopefully we'll be able to buy us a log fork, and then we can load this maybe a little bit more effectively. And then after that we can get a log trailer and actually haul some decent sized logs. And don't think too, just because we have the fancy new Kubota here, that we're not going to be using that amazing John Deere back there. We're going to be getting as much work out of that as we can. I do love the look of the Kubota. It does look nice. I haven't really used these ever since the DLC came out. I mean, I really liked them and everything. It just seems like there's always better tractor options, you know, playing the game anyways. Real life, I'm not too much of a farmer, so I wouldn't know. Right, there we go. And that was a much quicker trip. I mean, I guess it goes twice as fast, so half the time. Alright, let's see what we can get for this here. I'm not expecting it to be too crazy because it's still, you know, this one's actually just like, it's 2 trees, but that other one was a tiny tree. 1901. Oh, hey, well, that's actually really good. Perfect. So that gives us the amount here. We can go ahead and get our log fork. All right, there we go. All right, everyone. Well, I still do want to try to keep these videos under 30 minutes, and I'm looking at the timer now and getting about 25 minutes here. So um, this was more also of an introductory video as well anyways, to see what everybody thinks of it. You know, I hope this is something that'll be sufficient enough to kind of fill the gaps of where the 100% completion run episodes would be. And as I stated, they are still going to be going, just with the time again that it takes to do one of those episodes. You know, I really only have the time available to do one of those a week, plus all of the other content as well, you know, with the court farm and the more games on Monday and so on and so forth. But with that being said, I thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and stay safe. Bye bye.